Hi editors! As you may know, ChillSubs just launched a feature that expands the types of submission calls you can place in your listing. So we thought we'd give you a quick rundown on how the expanded subcalls feature works and show you how to manage your own subcalls. Now, a call is a single posting that tells writers what you're looking for and how they can submit. Until now, you could only post literary submission calls, but this update allows you to add a new kind of call for different opportunities. So a magazine, a press, or an organization can also create calls for jobs, residencies, fellowships, internships, volunteer positions, and grants. Opportunity calls will appear on individual listing pages, but some details are available only for ChillSubs Better and Best members. So the first thing you want to do is navigate to the editor portal, and there are two ways to get there. The first way is by going into the browser and typing in editor.chillsubs.com, or you can simply go to the regular chillsubs.com page, and then in the lower left-hand corner select More, and then click on Editor Portal. If you've claimed your listing, it will show up here. If you haven't, you can go to Claim Your Listing at the top to claim an existing magazine in our database for which you're an editor. If your magazine isn't in our database yet, you can click Create New Listing here and make one. Once you've done that, it will take about 24 hours for it to get approved, and once that happens, it shows up here. To list a submission call or opportunity call, you can now click on Edit Magazine, and in the left-hand navigation bar, select Subcalls. All of your previous calls will show up on this page, where you can click on the three little dots and edit the call, duplicate it, archive it, or delete it. Now I'm going to show you how to make a new one. I'm going to show you how to make two different types, a literary and an opportunity call. So you can click on this button at the top that says New Call. The same button appears at the very bottom of your list as well. So there are two ways to navigate there. You click on New Call, and now for the literary opportunity call, you can select from short, flash, hybrid, multimedia, contest, pitch, or book length. We're going to select short, and this will be fiction. Now you can put in a title, and you can type the description in directly into this box, or you can copy and paste from, a doc. Next, you can select a subgenre, or you can simply select all. Next, you can go to the type of submission call that this is. So if this is going to appear in print, if it's a themed submission call, if it will appear in an anthology, or it's digital, you can select that. So I'm going to click Print. And now you can choose your reading period for when the subcall is active. So I'm going to start it today, and it will expire on July 31st. Next, you can impose limits, and you can choose from word count, page count, line count, or piece count. I'm going to select piece count, and we'll make it from 1 to 5. And now you can select eligibility criteria. So this can either be location-based or what type of writer can submit to this call. So LGBTQIA, BIPOC, women, non-binary, young creators, over 18, or creators with disability. I'm going to make this one available for everyone. And next you can select a fee. If there's a regular fee, you can add that here. If you have a feedback fee, you can add that here. And if there's an expedited fee, you can add that here. And if you have any fee-free options, like you have fee waivers available, you can specify that here as well. Next, if there's compensation, you can add that based on whether it's a flat rate, per piece, per word, or per page. I'm going to make this per piece. And now you can add a link. I'm just going to choose chillsubs.com for this and create call, and it will show up right at the top as your most recent listing. Next, we're going to create an opportunity call. So this is where you can add a job, an internship, a volunteer position, fellowship, grant, or residency. We're going to make this a job posting, and I'm going to make this a content writer job in the editorial field, and this will be full-time, and it will be remote. So I'm going to skip the location, and now you can select how many hours per week, per month, or per year You can also make it days per month or per year, or weeks per month or per year. I'm going to choose 40 hours per week, and then you can select the commitment. So whether it's ongoing, project-based, or if it's a contract that lasts a certain number of months. I'm going to go ahead and select 6 months, and then make a description for the job, and then any requirements. If you have special ways that people can apply, you can add that here. And then you can select a deadline. If you have a rolling deadline, or if the job posting is open until filled, you can click on no deadline, or you can add a date. So I'm going to make this one active until July 31st. And now you can add compensation. Next, you can add the link for the job. And your email address, create call, and it will come up here at the top. Now, if you have multiple postings that are a similar setup, the fast way to do that is to create one and then click on the 3 little dots and duplicate the call. And then you can change out anything that's different. Maybe this will be an editor position and it will be part-time. I'm going to set this to 25 hours per week. I'm looking for an ongoing commitment, and I'm going to change the compensation and save changes. And now I just have my second listing. So that's it. Thank you for watching this tutorial on how to create a subcall. I hope you keep an eye out for new updates.